It contradicts Magna Carta and the Bill of Rights, by which it is provided that no subject shall be deprived of his freehold, unless by the judgment of his peers or the law of the land, and that elections of members to serve in Parliament shall be free. And so far is this decision from being submitted to by the people that they have taken the strongest measures and adopted the most positive language to express the discontent. Whether it will be questioned by the legislature will depend upon your lordship's resolution. But that it violates the spirit of the Constitution will, I think, be disputed by the man who has heard this day's debate and who wishes well to the freedom of his country. Yet, if we are to believe the noble lord, this great grievance, this manifest violation of the first principles of the Constitution, will not admit of a remedy, is not even capable of redress, unless we appeal at once to heaven. My lords, I have better hopes of the Constitution and a firmer confidence in the wisdom and constitutional authority of this House. It is to your ancestors, my lords, it is to the English barons that we are indebted for the laws and Constitution we possess. Their virtues were rude and uncultivated, but they were great and sincere. Their understandings were as little polished as their manners, but they had hearts to distinguish right from wrong. They had heads to distinguish truth from falsehood. They understood the rights of humanity, and they had spirit to maintain them. My lords, I think that history has not done justice to their conduct when they obtained from the sovereign that great acknowledgment of national rights contained in Magna Carta. They did not confine it to themselves alone, but delivered it as a common blessing to the whole people. They did not say, these are the rights of the great barons, or these are the rights of the great prelates. No, my lords, they said, in the simple Latin of the times, nullus liber homo, and provided as carefully for the meanest subject as for the greatest. These are uncouth words and sound but poorly in the ears of scholars, neither are they addressed to the criticism of scholars, but to the hearts of free men. These three words, nullus liber homo, have a meaning which interests the soul. They deserve to be remembered. They were worth all the classics. Let us not then degenerate from the glorious example of our ancestors. Those iron barons, for so I may call them, when compared with the silken barons of modern days, were the guardians of the people. Yet their virtues, my lords, were never engaged in a question of such importance as the present. A breach has been made in the Constitution, the battlements are dismantled, the citadel is open to the first invader, the walls totter, the place is no longer tenable. What then remains for us but to stand foremost in the breach, to repair it, or to perish in it? There is one ambition at least which I ever will acknowledge, which I will not renounce but with my life. It is the ambition of delivering to my posterity those rights of freedom which I have received from my ancestors. I am not now pleading the cause of an individual, but of every freeholder in England. Unlimited power is apt to corrupt the minds of those who possess it, and this I know, my lords, that where law ends, their tyranny begins.